let's turn to former Assistant U.S. Attorney and Federal Prosecutor Gene Rossi. Gene, thanks so much for joining us. In terms of the case in Colorado, other states have been trying to push similar cases. Why has Colorado succeeded to find Trump ineligible to run?
Well, one major reason is you have an aggressive Secretary of State in Colorado. Number two, you had a trial court judge that held a very fulsome and comprehensive fact-finding hearing at which evidence was presented. And then if you follow the strict construction of Section 3 of the 14th Amendment of the Constitution, it's not surprising that that would be the ruling of the 4-3 court. You have people such as Professor Tribe of Harvard joining forces with a very conservative jurist, Michael Luddick, and plus you have the Federal Society, a Republican legal group, all saying that the 14th Amendment ab initio prevents him from being on a ballot. Here's my concern. The ruling affects Donald Trump's ability to be on a primary ballot. It really doesn't affect his ability to be on the general election ballot. So the Supreme Court may not take this case, or it may make a decision only on whether he should be on a general election ballot. It's a legal mess. It's never been tested. And some people have a view that this is a political question that should not be addressed by the court, but rather should be addressed by Congress, which can overrule and vitiate this disability of having engaged in an insurrection.
And of course, as we know, the case in Colorado isn't Trump's only legal issue right now. We're still waiting on other court cases to play out. How likely do you think he will be found ineligible, for other cases like this? I mean, are we looking at the possibility of him being able to represent the Republicans next year?
Well, here's the thing, Sally. If the Supreme Court doesn't take this case or overrules the the Colorado opinion, if they do that and put it aside, believe it or not, Donald Trump could be convicted of a crime and still be president of the United States. The Constitution requires three things. You have to be 35 years of age to be president. You have to be born in the United States, and you have to have lived in the United States 14 years. Those are your three qualifications. You can be convicted of murder and become president of the United States. Now, it's up to the voters whether that's acceptable. But there was a 1920 candidate for president of the United States named Eugene Debs. He was head of the Socialist Party, and he ran for president of the United States from prison, and he got roughly 1 million votes. So it's possible for him to become president even if he's convicted.
But what's your prediction? Do you think what's happening here is either causing candidates like Nikki Haley to potentially do better, or is Trump's persistence in running despite all these legal issues going to cause Republicans potentially to lose the next election? Or is this exactly what Trump wants? Is this what's going to boost his opportunity this year?
Sally, that's a great question. At the beginning of 2023, if you ask Trump supporters, would you want him not indicted? Would you want him facing 91 counts spread over 4 cases, 2 federal, 2 state? They would all say no. But now that it has happened, Trump supporters, the hardcore Trump supporters, and even the soft Trump supporters feel that he is being politically and judicially persecuted. And there's nothing more dramatic and powerful for core supporters to feel that your candidate is being a victim. You go through history, hundreds of histories. Victims can use persecution as a way to take power. And it's been done many times. And Donald Trump is riding that wave of him being persecuted, and he's telling his supporters, I am your retribution against the establishment. And so far, he's the Teflon Don. He is flying at 10,000 feet above the earth, and he's just destroying the Republican field.
All right, Gene Rossi, really appreciate your time, Assistant U.S. Attorney and Federal Prosecutor.
Thank you.